Yeah, that's the liquor store on Washington by the 10 freeway. It's by that bar where you can run into the owner all the time. That bar that's right near that Circle K. And it's a liquor store among little stores on the way to the bar, and the bar's at the corner at the end. That liquor store, the guy was telling me a weird number for the date he was born. He said, your total is something the day I was born. And I was like, wow, he's reincarnated, because I didn't use my powers to give a shit or pay attention. And he was like, just laughing. And then there was a customer guessing his age. Then he just lied about his age. And I was like, oh, okay, he's just not going to tell the truth. And I don't want to use the power of God to give a shit. I don't give a shit. So as I was done paying and leaving, he was like, and God bless you or something. And I laughed and said thanks, because I didn't know what he was talking about. But, it's always funny when people say God bless you or something. You're like, I'm a God. That just sounds so weird. So I laughed or said thanks. I walked out, because, if they say something religious and they're bad people, they know that they're going to get judged by God, however it works out. And if they're good people saying something religious, well, maybe they'll get a blessing for doing something religiously good in God's direction. But that's their choice. You don't have to use the power of God every single time to know what they're doing or why. So I just laughed and said, thanks or whatever. And I proceeded to just go my own way and do my own thing. And yeah, it took me about 3 minutes. After about 3 minutes, because I had to rush out here. I wanted to get enough hours in for that baby child of God to get as much power of God as I could pump into him. So I wanted to hurry up and get out here. So I was like, I better just grab some stuff at the liquor store, so I can have a nice smoke, a nice drink while I'm just sitting in the corner, pumping the power of God into the baby cakes. And, talk to some gods, talk to some angels, hang out in a corner. And, I needed to hurry and get out here, because, you don't think what it's like to be Jesus, but I'm starting to get it. I mean, Jesus had to wake up and be over here for this long, and then over here for this long. And now, I have to manage a Lyft job, and then be over here to put the power of God in enough places for enough people. It's just not as easy as it seems. You end up quite a scheduler. Poor Jesus, man, because there wasn't even a car back then. But I just didn't have time to give a shit. But after a few minutes, I was like, oh, that fucker was saying fuck you the whole time. Re-put this out. And then I was at a gas station. I was at a gas station at the Circle K right next to that bar and that liquor store. And some guy was like, how embarrassing. I was like, it's embarrassing? You thinking you're getting to any heaven to know any God. That's embarrassing. Boo, motherfucker. And then I passed out a bunch of numbers. Everybody was thinking a number, and I was telling them the number and trying to get my butt out here. So yeah, now I'm just going to unwind and relax, watch the sun go down. Look at this view. You got to share the view of certain areas with people. Look at this. It's just so pretty. The whole street is just so pretty. The view is beautiful of the street. And look, even back here, if you want to look back in the back and look behind the car, it's just a really... So, till next one.